Tesla just hit a critical milestone that most people scrolled right past. AI5 has reached tape-out, the moment a chip design leaves the engineering world and enters real silicon manufacturing. This isn't a roadmap promise or a keynote slide. Physical chips are now being built. In the brutally competitive AI hardware race, this moment marks a permanent shift in how we should think about Tesla's position. Most tech announcements are vaporware dressed in excitement. Tape-out is categorically different. When a chip reaches tape-out, the design is frozen and handed off to a semiconductor fabrication facility, in this case, likely TSMC. Billions of transistors have been laid out, verified, and committed. There's no going back cheaply. This is the hardware equivalent of a rocket leaving the launch pad. The engineering work is done and physics takes over. NVIDIA's dominance isn't just about powerful GPUs. It's about CUDA, the software ecosystem that took 20 years to entrench. Every AI researcher, every lab, every cloud provider has built workflows around CUDA. Switching costs are enormous, but Tesla isn't trying to beat NVIDIA at its own game. Tesla is playing a completely different game, one where general-purpose compute is irrelevant and vertical integration is the only metric that matters. That's a fight NVIDIA isn't even set up to have. Here's what makes Tesla's approach genuinely novel. They collect sensor data from their fleet, train neural networks on their own hardware, and deploy inference on chips they design themselves. Every single layer of that stack is under one roof. When a model architecture changes, the next chip generation can be redesigned around it. This feedback loop, from real-world edge case to updated silicon spec, operates at a speed no company buying commodity GPUs can ever replicate. It's a compounding advantage that grows wider every iteration. The standard industry playbook is straightforward. Buy NVIDIA GPUs, benchmark your model, tune hyperparameters until the hardware stops being a bottleneck, and ship. This means your model is always constrained by decisions made by someone else for someone else's use case. Tesla inverts this entirely. The neural network architecture defines the chip spec, not the other way around. That inversion sounds simple, but it requires owning every layer of the stack and having the discipline to resist the temptation of off-the-shelf solutions. The most telling detail in Elon's confirmation wasn't AI5 itself. It was the casual mention that AI6 and Dojo3 are already in progress. Custom silicon typically takes 3 to 5 years from concept to production. If Tesla is simultaneously taping out one generation while advancing the next two, they have achieved an iteration cadence that mirrors software development cycles applied to hardware. This compression is extraordinarily difficult to execute and extraordinarily powerful once achieved. Most AI labs cannot even imagine doing this. The AI wars of the next decade will not be won by whoever has the most parameters or the fastest individual GPU. They will be won by whoever controls the most complete vertical stack. Apple proved this in consumer devices. Owning silicon, software, and services created margins and performance advantages nobody running Android could match. Tesla is applying that same logic to AI infrastructure, with the added twist that their deployment environment is the physical world, where latency and reliability requirements are orders of magnitude more demanding than cloud inference. You don't have to believe full self-driving is imminent to recognize that Tesla has built something genuinely impressive in AI hardware architecture. The combination of proprietary training clusters, custom inference chips, closed-loop real-world data, and accelerating iteration cycles represents one of the most coherent, vertically integrated AI stacks ever assembled. And unlike every cloud AI company, they are not trying to sell you compute credits. They are building this entirely to make their own product work. That focus, more than anything else, is what makes this worth watching.